You guys ready for some cakes and calculus?
Oh yeah,
I have a very special bunchin prepared for all of you guys today. But first, let's introduce our brave heroes.
They call me the Bunter. I hail from the ice plains. It's a terrible place of famine and war. And if any of you ever crosses me or mentions my dead parents, you're dead. They also do wield bunterangs.
I'm the proud and mighty Sir Bunt, holy warrior of Little Debbie, goddess of confections.
I am Chuck, the late barbarian, wielder of the cake cleaver, a massive 7-foot cake knife forged by the great mountain dwarves of the old world. It's a lot like this, 7 feet.
So, it's been a long and dangerous journey, but you finally arrived at the base of Mount Boom. And before you lies the dilapidated entrance to the tomb of the dreaded Count Bunt von Cakeulus. As you walk in, the stench of death singes your nostrils, made sharper by the smell of rotting frosting. The sound of your footsteps echo throughout this vast chamber.
Well, how big is this bunch?
Well, considering it from a non-quadratic polynomial point of view, we can model a single cross-section using the function y equals quantity 7.2 divided by 81 times quantity x minus 4 squared times quantity x minus 10 squared. And then using that cross-section, we can find the area by integrating it from 4 to 10, the points at which the function intersects with the x-axis. And that area then yields 23.04 square centimeters. Then we can find the volume by integrating that function times 2 pi times x, the cylindrical shell method. So 2 pi times the integral from 4 to 10 of x times the original function, which yields a volume of 1013.35 cubic centimeters. You meant meters, right? Yeah, good, duh! I was testing you. You passed, by the way.
Anyways, as you trudge through the sticky remains of Cake's past, the stench of death singeing your nostrils, the air grows cold, and the bunchin is silent. It's quiet. Too quiet. Suddenly, the ground trembles beneath you, as though quivering in fear at the sight of a great and terrible person. And from the musty darkness, you see a bunt scuttling towards you at maximum velocity.
I cleave the cake with the cake cleaver!
Hua! Roll to hit!
That's a 24. I'm gonna re-roll that.
Hey Luke, you know what's better than 24? 25!
What, 25? That's totally tubular, Devin!
Dude, you sent that cake to El Hospital!
I don't even know how big that thing was.
I do, if you're looking at it from a trigonometric point of view.
We used cosine to model our function, which was 7.2 times the cosine of 0.52x minus 3.65. Then to find the cross-sectional area of the single piece, you take the integral of the original function evaluated from 4 to 10, which are the points where the cake touches the x-axis, which comes out to 27.689 centimeters squared. Then to find the volume using the cylindrical shells method, you take the integral of the original function times 2 pi x, and using integration by parts, you find the volume to be 1,221.129 centimeters cubed.
You mean decimeters, right?
Shut up! Devin, as you cleave through that cake, the stench of death singes your nostrils. Take 506 damage.
What? Are you sure that's right? That seems like a lie.
Devin, you're dead. Do you think you're smarter than me? You're not. Don't question me. Don't you ever question me. You're not smarter than me, Devin.
I'm gonna try and heal him. I take a magical cosmic brownie from my sleeve and shove it down his throat. And then, with a prayer to Little Debbie, I shout, "Arise, Chuck! Arise!"
Thank you, Sir Bunt.
Don't thank me, thank Little Debbie. May her name be praised.
If only you were there when my mom died. Would have saved me a lot of pain and suffering.
Anyways, you guys press on despite the stench of death singeing your nostrils. Chalky flashbacks to about 5 minutes ago. bunt was everywhere! The elongated chamber gives way to any wide-gated chamber, and you see the floor is covered in tiles.
Tiles? Is there anything special about these tiles?
They're blue.
Anything else?
Oh, yeah, they're very obviously very heavily trapped, and you'll probably die if you walk on any of them.
I pull a live chicken from my coat and slit its throat, imploring for guidance from Little Debbie.
Have you tried cake
Well, what did she say?
Little Debbie told me that this route would be the safest, because its bun cake is the smallest and would crush your skull the least. I know that for these reasons. So, from a quadratic point of view, we would use the vertex form of the quadratic equation, which gives us the function f of x equals negative 0.684 times the quantity x minus 7.2 squared plus 7. And then to find the area of the cross-sectional piece of the cake, we would take the integral from 4 to 10 of that equation, which gives us the area of 29.524 centimeters squared. Then, to find the volume, we would use the cylindrical shells method, where we multiply the function times 2 pi x from the integral from 4 to 10, which gives us the volume of 1,329.430 centimeters cubed.
You meant decimeters, right?
No, I meant centimeters, and I'm pretty sure I'm right.
Oh.
Anyway, we still need to test it.
I'll do it. I don't care if I die anyways.
You step out and 3 dozen butt cakes fall on you. Take 3 damage.
God! Little Debbie! Why won't you let me die?
Only 3 damage? Are you sure that's right?
Devin, how many times am I gonna have to teach you this lesson? Of course it's right. I'm always right.
Except for me.
Anyways, you guys manage to traipse through the traps and find yourselves at the entrance of Count Bunt's tomb. You see the dilapidated remains of adventurers past all around you. The stench of death singes your nostrils even stronger than before. Devin, you get a flashback to 10 minutes ago. But then, you see him slithering hither towards you. Count Bunt!
I sprinted him in a full rage, ready to cleave through his stupid skull. Ha!
As you ferry your way over to him, flailing your sword about, Count Bunt catches it by the blade and he pops it in his fist. The 2 blade halves pitter-patter to the ground, just like your crushed dignity, Devin. Count Bunt guffaws. You wretched, low, pathetic, miserable, puny, slimy, egg-headed, foolish, wretched ding-dongs. And then he pulls out a 14-foot cake knife. Looks like this, only 14 feet. He says, the sword is mightier than the pen, but the big, mighty sword is mightier than the tiny, pathetic, wretched 7-foot sword. You might not like it, but this is what peak male performance looks like. And I'm at the top of the food chain, buckaroo, and...
I conjure a massive bun cake to drop on his head.
What? You try. How big is it? Is it as big as my big sword?
Well, if you look at the cake as a piecewise function, then we can divide the cake into 2 functions. The first is a natural log function, which expresses it from 4, which is the first x-intercept, to 7, which is the x value of the maximum of the function. Then we get into a second function, which is an exponential, which expresses it from 7, the maximum, to 10, the second x-intercept. Now, if we want to find the area of this cross-section, then we elaborate the first integral from 4 to 7 of the first equation, add it to the integral of the second equation from 7 to 10, which gives us an integral of 25.717 square centimeters. Now, if we want to find the volume of the whole cake, we multiply x by both functions. Then we elaborate the integral of the first function from 4 to 7, then add it to the integral of the second function from 7 to 10, then multiply the whole thing by 2 pi, that gives us a volume of 1,154.61 cubic centimeters. Oh, did I say centimeters? I meant kilometers.
Again!